Ayo, Shalom. Hey, Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, Hashem, Rakakadash, and double unto the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. Yeah, it's basically, just doing a video, putting a video together. I'm just gonna be covering, basically, flitting, man, flitting. Because this is, well, I'll read it off the Wikipedia, man, because it's just, it's some evidence that Jake is evident, during the Dark Ages, the Anglo-Saxons, the Vikings, the kings that were ruling during the Dark Ages, it's evident that these people were Israelites. And Esau, that's a history Esau tries to hide. But I found this little page. It's called Flitting, and it says flitting or flitting is spelled differently, is a contest consisting of the exchange of insults, often conducted in verse between two parties. So, exchange of insults in verse. That's like, if you know Jake, that's just like a fucking rap battle, man. Like, two men are gonna be, I know over here in the UK, grime and that, man will be doing it through them ones where you'll send, man will be sending bars, man will have the mic, man will be up in some basement somewhere, and then it's man will spit his bars, and then send for his crew, send for his mandem, whatever, or send for his manhood, and man will do the exchange, and that's the same thing that that Jake was doing during the Dark Ages, man. Let me read this. It says, flitting is a ritual, poetic exchange of insults practiced mainly between the 5th and 16th centuries. The root is the Old English word flitan, meaning quarrel, from Old Norse word flitter, meaning provocation. And if you know anything about how this Jake, when they're having a rap battle, that provocation, man might say some shit and it will just devolve. Even Benjamin as well, man. Benjamin's the exact same. Them man will be sending for man, it will just be, what? A man might jump on the stage and fucking smash a guy in his face. Or fucking pull a fucking gun out and look to bust shots. So Jake, that provocation, that quarrel, that's how Jake gets down. Just normal. It says, and throughout, it says examples of flitting are found throughout Norse, Celtic, Anglo-Saxon, and medieval literature, involving both historical and mythological figures. So, hold on. So, Norse, that's those, what do you call it? The fucking, the Vikings, the Northmen. That's Celts, that's them Irish and them Scots. And, Anglo-Saxons, they're in England. And medieval, so that during that time period, you've got the Dark Age images, man. So that's Jake. That's straight up Jake, and that's how you know it's Jake. Because when does Esau don't get down with no flitting? When you see Esau in Parliament sending insults, he's just got that lame, and yes, and you said, and bruv, they ain't getting down with no flavors. This says it's done by verse, poetically. But let me read a bit more. It says, involving both, says the exchanges would become extremely provocative, often involving accusations of cowardice or sexual perversion. And if you ever watch a rap battle, that's how niggas be getting down. They be saying what? Like calling the motherfucker dick sucker, all that shit. Sending for him, saying, hey man, saying he popped his woman, all that kind of shit. Saying he run from the battle. That's the same way they're getting down. They've even got examples here, man. It says, and that one ain't even fucking, that ain't even English. It says, one that says, I will no longer keep it secret. It was with thy sister, thou hadst such a son, hardly worse than thyself, and that's Loxena, which I ain't even sure who that is, but it's like, man saying, oh look, man saying he's popped his sister, all that. That's Jake be getting down, Jake get down like that, man. That's just how Jake get down. They'll probably have some yak, probably munch some food, might be at the thingy. They might have just gone through war together. They'll be like, okay, yeah, what, you saying that? And they'll be like, It says, Norse literature contains stories of the gods flitting For example, in Luxena, okay, yeah. So Isno says, the god Loki insults the other gods in the hall of Aegir, and one point, I can't even pronounce that word, man. Harborosly, I give up. In which Harbador, generally considered to be Odin in disguise, engages in flitting with Thor. So, you know, like, that's them Norse, in their Norse mythology. They had all that flitting going on, man. So when's Esau get down with no flitting? Do you see Esau getting up on a podium spitting bars? Hell no. That's a Jake thing, man. Jake get down with them styles there, man. And you know, it's evident. You use that scripture. It's evident, man. But I'll read this first. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So that's how you know there's no new thing under the sun, man. Because it said what, 5th to 16th century. That's how man were getting down, and now it's what, 21st century, man are doing the same thing. Fucking 20th century, man, we're doing that. Like that's just how Jake gets down, man. So that's how it's evident that, bro, these you know, these people that were around in the Dark Ages, them Anglo-Saxons, you know, the King Egbert, the Aethelwulfs, Ethelreds, Suim Forkbeard, them Norsemen, William the Conqueror, Rollos, Ragnar Lothbrokes, Ivar the Bonelesses. They weren't fucking you know, they weren't those stale crackers. They were Jakes, man. That's why you've got the dark images during the Dark Ages, and you know, history has proven that. That's why Esau's got to run from that history. It says, is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us. So, hey, it's plain. That's letting you know, man. That's why, hey, man, it's evident. It makes it's self-evident, man. It says, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So, hey, that's you know, Jake was getting down like that in the Dark Ages. They just forgot they was doing that, man. That's funny as hell. Let me read this, man. Matthew 5:13 says, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? And that's Jake. That's the salt of the earth. Jake could have got that flavour, man, that savour. That, you know, they're basically the ones that bring life and vitality to this place, man. Without Jake, this place would be fruit. A lot of the inventions come from Jake, and even just any kind of form of entertainment. Jake's the one that basically, they're the ones that bring that to life, man. Give it some vibrancy. Esau's stale, man. He's dead out here. And bro, that's why he has to keep Jake around. And that's why even the entertainment industries, man, all them, it's like any field that Esau was doing well in, Jake just takes over. As soon as Jake can get up in there, like Lewis Hamilton, as soon as you give Jake a go-kart and actually let him do some driving, when he ain't just stealing cars or some shit, then all of a sudden this guy takes over the Formula Ones, and he's smashing it, unlimited, unknown. I think he's tied for the most trophies ever. Like, you know, Jake, the Venus sisters. No, Williams sisters, man. The Williams sisters taking over tennis. You get Jake, you train them up in tennis, all of a sudden they're smashing it, man. Tiger Woods golf, man. All these sports that Jake wouldn't normally Jake just played ball or American football, but you know, they've got that flavour, man. But it says what, if the salt of lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? So it's like now that's why Jake's they've basically lost the you know, the knowledge of who they are and the true worth, man, that they have as the people of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why they're in this messed up state, man. Not knowing in the ghettos killing each other up. They're in that low debased state, man. And it said, it is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and trodden underfoot of men. That's it, man. So a lot of these guys are gonna have to get taken out. But hey, when we get in the kingdom, that's when it's hey, we're gonna shine. We're gonna be that light to the world. You know, hey man, it's it's funny as hell when you look into these things, man. It's just like, yo, Jake is it's just evident. Jake's got that flavor, man, and everyone else is stale as fuck, man. Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So Esau's soul, his soul's not upright. That's why he's trying to, you know, he'll do his little TV shows and put his face, his image up in these, you know, in history. He's basically trying to portray himself, you know, as he was the Egyptians, he was the Israelites, he was the Vikings, he was, you know, every historical figure ever, man. But it's, hey man, evident. Esau's his spirit's not upright. When you go into what the things these guys were doing, Esau's not that guy, man. Esau's the kind of guy where he's like, if he's going to war, he's gonna fucking have he's the guy with the most kills in his army is gonna be a sniper who's killing people he can't even see. And which is probably a Jake anyway, man, that guy, fucking American sniper. And what is it, man? Fucking drone strikes, man. This guy's doing drone strikes, air strikes. It's not actually just that raw, in-your-face combat, man. You know, hot mess. Esau's off, man. He's not, you know, the valiant men that did these deeds, man. Hey, man, the Vikings came to England and conquered that shit, man. Fucking hell. Straight up, just conquered it and took it over. Made it a province, like, what the fuck? That's hey man, the spirit has to be on you to do some shit like that. Says but the just shall live by his faith. Yea also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So, yeah, that's Esau, man. He's basically like he's that proud man. He's going to all these different places on earth and bringing them into total subjection, stealing all their resources. This guy so-called discovered America, and then, you know, just murked off enough of them man over there, grabbed some of them up, took them into slavery in Spain, and then goes to another place and brings people there. This guy is, and then over the course of the years, during the time Esau's been in rule, he's gone to places and absolutely subject and dominate them, man. And still all they did, and make them worship him and his image, man. That's all this guy's done. And he can't be satisfied, man. This guy's not. What's this guy gonna be satisfied with? This guy's trying. This guy wants eternal rule to eternally defile the earth, man. This guy's off, man. He needs to get wiped out. Let me get this as well. Okay. Psalm 64, and let me 64 and 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? And that's what Esau's doing, man. Esau, by basically trying to, you know, rewrite this history, he's trying to disconnect Jake from their identity, man. And that's basically him trying to, what's the word? He's trying to disconnect Jake. So he's basically trying to keep Jake in that base low state, so they don't really know what's going on, and they're not connected to, like, them being Israelites. So that they just stay in that niggerified state, man. In that dark, base, black state. Because that's how he's able to maintain his rule, man. It's like, what? His blessed in Genesis was what? If, when thou breakest the yoke of thy neck, I can't remember the exact wording, man. Let me see that. Says, yeah, and by the sword shalt thou live. Genesis 27 and 40. And shalt serve thy brother. If it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So he's unless he basically has dominion over Jake, he's gonna go back into his true state, which is to be serving us, man, in slavery underneath us. That's why he's got to keep Jake, hey man, abased and keeping us underfoot. And it says, they say, who shall see them? Oh, yeah, that's it. These guys, they're doing it in the dark, man. They're doing it in hidden places. And it says, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. And they have. That's why Esau's done research. He's looked into these things. That's why, you know, you can go on the Wikipedias and find out about flitting. But then he ain't going to be telling Jake about that or breaking it down. He ain't going to be bringing... He's keeping Jake focused on, you know, the black culture, urban culture. It says, but the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So these guys get into things, man. He keeps Jake on a base level. He knows history. He knows about the world. He knows about events. He knows about politics. He knows about all these kinds of things. These guys are using all the tools and wisdom they have to hand to continue to keep their blessing, because they know about the scriptures. That's why they know they have to keep the dominion, man. And that's why they're trying to steal the blessing back, because they know that blessing is what determines these things, man. And that's why he don't like these videos flooding the YouTube, man, because he knows, hey, look, this is what's gonna bring us down. Hey, says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly they shall be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. And that's becoming evident, man. You're having these whistleblowers. You're having a lot of information come out, even from the 70s, about the Illuminati. Now everyone knows about the Illuminati. You could watch a fucking, you know, you can just go, you could be watching comedy on YouTubes, and they'll be talking about the Illuminati. You know, that's just like it's become out there. So these things, all these things, the tongue's fallen on themselves, and now all their secrets are being revealed. It says, and all that see them shall flee away. So yeah, you know, that's hey, you know, that's, you know, flitting. Just you know, yet more evidence that, hey, Jake is the one, man. Jake is the one. And Esau's basically, these are part of them truths that Esau's trying to hide, man. You know, I'll leave it there. I'll say, all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahshua, double to the apostles and elders of GreatMillStone, man. And shalom, shalom.